She's a danger to society. She's a danger to the industry.
Ahead on the news at noon, a DJ is breaking his silence after he says he was stabbed while performing at a local strip club. Plus, caught on camera the moment would-be thieves drove their truck through the front of this local bottle shop while trying to steal an ATM. But first, we are following breaking news of a deadly school shooting in Wisconsin. That is our top story here at noon. The shooting happened at a Christian school in Madison, Wisconsin. According to local police, at least 3 people are dead, including the shooter, and at least 6 others are hurt. Police responded to the shooting at the Abundant Life Christian School shortly before 11 a.m. local Wisconsin time. The school teaches students from kindergarten through 12th grade. Police say the suspected shooter is believed to be the student at the school, but have not yet said how many of those hurt or killed were students or staff.
Right now, my heart is heavy for my community. My heart is heavy for Madison, and we have to come together as a community and figure out what happened here and make sure that it doesn't happen in any other place that should be a refuge for students in our community.
According to police, no officers fired weapons during their response to the shooting. Police officers are still investigating and collecting evidence. Here locally, a local DJ is sharing his story after he nearly lost his life while performing. This happened just over a week ago now, and KGW's John Adams got a chance to speak with him as he continues to recover in the hospital.
Duncan Allen was performing last Sunday night at Casa Diablo, a vegan strip club in Northwest Portland, when he says one of the dancers stabbed him. We have surveillance video that shows the stabbing. A warning to viewers, some of the images could be disturbing.
I was standing in the DJ booth. I felt like a 500-pound man, what felt like that, punched me in the back, basically, like 4 times.
To Duncan Allen's surprise, he says he saw 29-year-old Peyton Lathan stab him. She was dancing at the club that night. Allen had worked with Lathan only a few times before and says previous encounters had been professional. As Lathan left the building, Allen alerted other workers to what had happened.
Half the girls were obviously shook and started freaking out. But the other half of the girls were instrumental to my survival.
Allen realized the attack had pierced his lung, collapsing it and causing it to fill with blood. Co-workers tried to stop the bleeding and called 911.
I was fading in and out of consciousness, because my blood loss and oxygen loss. So everything around me was getting blurry. Everything was getting white. People's voices like that.
Allen says all he could think about was staying alive for his dog Stone.
I just had to constantly think of him and just stay alive for Stone, stay alive for Stone, stay alive for Stone.
First responders arrived in a matter of minutes and stabilized Allen on the way to the hospital. Lathan was hiding outside the building with 2 knives when police found and arrested her. Lathan will be indicted on Tuesday on multiple charges, including attempted first-degree assault.
She's a danger to society. She's a danger to the industry.
Allen had surgery to cauterize the wound to his lung. He continues to recover in the hospital, but hopes to be out in a few days. He wants to give special recognition to the dancers at Casa Diablo who assisted him after the incident.
Sex workers are equal to every other person out there in this world, and they have every right to be loved and be treated like human beings, okay? And if it wasn't for them, I would have died. So I want to say thank you for them, and it's very important that they get this recognition.
Allen still isn't sure what caused Lathan to attack him, but says she is dangerous and hopes the DA's office will take this case seriously.
That was our John Adams reporting. 17 faculty members at Portland State University received layoff notices on Friday. School leaders say that there could be more layoffs to come too. In an email to KGW, and a university spokesperson told us that the first round of consists of non-tenured track faculty members. Their positions will end following this academic year in mid-June. It's part of a cost-cutting initiative, we're told, which also includes a retirement incentive program for eligible faculty. Headed over to Rod Hill now. Rod, you're talking about the winter storm warning, and you're also checking out road conditions.
I am. I do want to point out a brand new player. Let's start there real quick, and then I'll bounce up to the Cascades, what China is referring to. So the Weather Service just popped this up. High wind watch. This is for tomorrow, Tuesday afternoon, into Tuesday overnight, as another front approaches, and there could be some south winds along the beaches gusting to 60, 65 miles per hour, so we'll keep an eye on that. In the meantime, still ongoing for the Cascades of Oregon and Mount Hood, a winter storm warning up until tomorrow morning. In white, these are winter weather advisories, so snow likely, but not as much, if you will. So what is going on? Well, Portland has really quieted down this morning. We had the rain last night. It's really been pretty quiet since then, just a few scattered showers. Similar conditions up on the mountain, and the temperature is just above freezing at 33 at Government Camp. So that was completely snow covered, Highway 26. But now you can see a little bit of pavement and similar improving conditions over Santiam and Willamette. But the improvement will be temporary. Because see the clouds right here, another surge of moisture coming in. This is later this afternoon. Scattered showers right now, but by the afternoon drive back home, we'll be getting into some steady rain once again. Everybody's cloudy for the most part. Willamette Valley Vineyard just south of Salem. There's downtown Portland. We are at 46 degrees. There's 4 o'clock, rain picking up. A rainy night ahead that brings more mountain snow. Lots more to talk about in my complete 7-day forecast.
Thank you, Red. We are getting a better idea of what happened in the moments before a Vancouver police officer shot and killed a man in a Safeway parking lot earlier this month. Police have released body cam video showing what happened here. Now, we do want to warn you, this video might be difficult to watch. And while you won't see the man get shot, you will hear the gunshots. Here's KGW's Alma McCarty.
What's going on, boss? Oh, my hunch.
The December 4th confrontation began before 11 p.m. after 2 Vancouver police officers noticed a pickup backed into the Safeway loading dock.
Is this your pickup?
Why?
Because there's no front plate on it. I'm just asking, boss.
30 seconds later, as one officer checks the back, the man, later identified as 45-year-old Adam Gunderson, tries to get in the truck and close the door.
Nope, you're not going to get in yet. Hey, out of the car.
A struggle ensues as both officers voice their concern that Gunderson has a gun.
I think he's got a gun, dude. You're gonna get shot.
You don't have a gun, I'm bleeding.
Dude, give us your hands.
Oh,
give us your
God.
hands, bro. Seriously.
Oh.
Video shows Gunderson pinned down. Vancouver police say in the midst of the fight, Gunderson did show a gun, prompting one officer to fire several rounds.
He's got it out. He's got it out. Watch out. Clear, clear, clear.
According to VPD, Gunderson died at the hospital, with the medical examiner reporting he was shot multiple times in the head. Over the next couple of hours, as more patrol cars and cops arrive on scene, so too does the Office of Independent Investigations, or OII.
We were notified by Vancouver Police Department at 11:31 p.m. on December 4th that one of their officers had been involved in an officer-involved shooting.
Hector Castro is OII's Director of Communications.
Our first investigator arrived at the scene of this particular incident within the hour.
The team's been working ever since, conducting interviews, mapping the crime scene, and reviewing evidence, like this body cam video, plus other possible footage from security cameras, dash cams, and cell phones. More than 50 videos in total.
By bringing in a state agency that has no affiliation with any of the local law enforcement agencies, I think the goal here is to ensure that this is an unbiased investigation in every sense of the word.
Alma McCarty, KGW News.
An investigation is underway after a body was pulled out of the Willamette River. The body was found around 11:30 yesterday morning on the east side of the river near the Morrison Bridge. Police say no more details will be released until the medical examiner's office has identified the body. In Aloha, 4 people were hospitalized with minor respiratory issues after an unknown exposure at the Intel campus. Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue and its hazmat team were called to the campus yesterday and say that they did not find the source. And we have new information about a missing persons case from more than 3 years ago. The Cowlitz County Coroner's Office has recovered the body of 32-year-old Terry Shinover. He had been missing since April of 2021. Last Saturday, law enforcement was called to pull the vehicle out of the water off Dyke Road in Woodland. The tow truck driver ended up pulling a different vehicle with a person inside. The coroner's office believes he drowned after his vehicle fell into the water.